Are you ready to redefine failure and harness its power for your own success? Strap in as we embark on an incredible journey through 7 Stoic principles designed to help you transform your setbacks into springboards. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Number 1. The Phoenix Principle, rise from the ashes of failure. Picture the mythical phoenix, that fiery, dazzling creature reborn from its own ashes, undying, ceaseless. Imagine if we could harness the same spirit in our approach to failure. Within the pages of Stoic philosophy lies the blueprint for such a powerful shift in perspective. This philosophy doesn't just advise us to dust ourselves off after a setback. It insists we see failure as an extraordinary tool for growth and wisdom. Stumble, falter, fall. It isn't the end, it's an invitation for deep reflection, an opportunity to extract valuable lessons, a chance to stage a stronger comeback. You're not conceding defeat, you're embarking on a new, more resilient path. Stoicism invites us to embrace these experiences, not as bitter endings, but as enriching new beginnings. Through the Phoenix Principle, we can use our missteps as stepping stones, guiding us towards our goals. And remember, the journey with its rises and falls is the master sculptor of our character. So, like the phoenix, rise from the ashes of your failures and ascend towards success. Next on the list is number 2, the Puppet Master. Reclaim your strings. What if I told you that you are the puppet master of your life, the marionette controlling the strings of your actions and responses? Fascinating, isn't it? Yet we often forget this power we have over our lives. We let circumstances, people, failures play puppeteer, pulling our strings, controlling our responses. Stoicism urges us to reclaim these strings, to become the puppet masters of our lives. The philosophy teaches us to distinguish between things within our control and things beyond it. The world around us, the actions of others, the unpredictable happenings. They are the stage on which we perform, not the puppeteers directing our play, our reactions, our attitudes, our values. These are our strings. They shape our performance. They define our character. They are what we truly have command over. So seize control of these strings. Don't let the failures dictate your act. Let them be the platforms for your triumphant comeback. The Puppet Master Principle reminds us we are not helpless marionettes dancing to the tune of our failures. We are the puppet masters, the architects of our responses. It's time to reclaim your strings and master your performance on the stage of life. Going on with number 3, the mirror effect. Reflect, don't absorb. Have you ever stood in front of a mirror seeing your reflection mimic your every move? Notice how it doesn't absorb you or become you, but simply reflects your actions. This is the mirror effect, a principle that Stoicism endorses, and it holds the key to resilience in the face of adversity. Stoicism advises us to be like a mirror in our approach to life's trials and tribulations, to reflect experiences without absorbing the negativity. When we face setbacks, it's easy to absorb the disappointment, the anger, the sadness. It feels as if we've become the failure itself. However, the mirror effect encourages a different approach. Reflect on the failure. What led to it? What could you have done differently? What can you learn from it? But crucially, don't absorb it. Don't let the failure seep into your self-image, your self-worth. Remember, a mirror isn't tarnished by the images it reflects. Similarly, your value isn't diminished by the failures you encounter. So, the next time adversity strikes, remember the mirror effect. Reflect, learn, grow, but never absorb. Number 4 on the list, the sculptor's patience, carve your success. Picture a sculptor tirelessly chipping away at a block of marble. Each strike of the chisel, each grain of marble dust falling away brings the sculptor closer to revealing the masterpiece within. This image represents a Stoic principle we can apply to our own lives, particularly when we face failure. The sculptor's patience. In this world of instant gratification, it's easy to forget that success often requires patience and persistent effort. Just as the sculptor doesn't reveal the statue with a single strike, but rather a series of purposeful, patient actions, we too must realize that each setback, each failure is a chisel strike shaping our own masterpiece, our success. But remember, the sculptor does not wail at the marble, does not berate it for its hardness. Instead, they understand that it's the resistance of the marble that allows the artwork to emerge. Similarly, we must not berate ourselves for our failures, but view them as necessary resistance in carving our own success. So when you face failure, be patient. Remember the sculptor's patience. Each failure is just another chisel strike, carving you closer to your success. Number 5, the Stoic Sail. Navigate the winds of failure. Imagine a small boat sailing amidst the vast, unpredictable sea. The waves rise and fall, and the winds shift and howl. The conditions are never static, just as life presents us with constant change, including the inevitable gusts of failure. In this scenario, you are the sailor, and the Stoic Sail is your guide. Just as the skilled sailor understands that they cannot command the winds or the waves, but can only adjust their sails and rudder, we too must understand that we cannot command every circumstance in our life. We will face the gales of failure. However, like the sailor, we can control our sail and rudder, our attitude and actions. With the Stoic Sail, we shift our focus from futilely attempting to control the external, the failures that life throws at us, to proficiently managing our internal response. We navigate the winds of failure, using them to propel us, not paralyze us. After all, it is not the gale, but the set of the sail that determines our direction. So, when you encounter the gusts of failure, remember to adjust your Stoic Sail. Navigate, learn, and grow from the winds of failure. Embrace the journey, for the most seasoned sailors are not those who have always sailed calm waters, but those who learn to navigate the fiercest storms. Next, number 6, the Alchemist's Code, transmuting lead into gold. In the age-old pursuit of alchemy, practitioners endeavored to transform base metals into precious gold, a quest that captures the human yearning for metamorphosis and progress. This philosophical practice serves as a profound metaphor for our approach towards failure. Stoics believed in the possibility of change, in the potential within us all to transmute our circumstances from lead to gold. Failures, the lead in our lives, are the raw material. They are dense, heavy, and seemingly invaluable. Yet just as an alchemist sees potential in lead, we too must recognize the invaluable lessons hidden within our failures. The Alchemist's Code is this process of transformation. When failure happens, and it will, instead of perceiving it as an end, see it as the beginning of a transmutation process. View it as the lead, the raw material you can work on. Each failure contains within it the seeds of wisdom and growth, the gold, which we can unearth if we have the right mindset. Embrace the Alchemist's Code. Learn to see not just the lead of failure, but the potential gold that lies within. For in the crucible of experience, each failure endured and understood can be the catalyst that transforms us into more resilient, wiser versions of ourselves. Finally, number 7, the Invincible Fortress, build resilience. A fortress stands tall and steadfast, an embodiment of strength and resilience amidst the harshest storms and sieges. It doesn't waver, it doesn't crumble, its strength is tested, yet it persists. This fortress serves as a symbol of the inner resilience we aim to cultivate in the face of failure. The Invincible Fortress is not built in a day. Brick by brick, stone by stone, we construct it through our experiences, especially those of failure. It is the repeated exposure to trials and setbacks that adds layer upon layer to our walls of resilience. Much like the fortress, we must stand firm when faced with the gusty winds of failure. It may shake us, it may test our foundations, but remember, it's these very tests that fortify our walls, making us more resilient. Each failure we endure and learn from is a new brick added to our fortress. Inhabit the Invincible Fortress. Arm yourself with the armor of resilience. Brace for the inevitable storms of failure and learn to stand firm, for it is through resilience that we can turn our failures into the building blocks of our success. Congratulations! You've now taken the first step towards mastering the art of turning failures into success. Remember, it's not about avoiding failure, but learning, growing, and becoming stronger from it. Don't let this be the end of your journey. Take these principles with you and let them guide you through your path to success.